Okay, so now you have filled this in. You have filled in all 5 colleges. And now we're going to do overlearn the material and use the internet. So 1.7 million students each year have a bachelor's degree and they're unemployed because with student loans, the availability of college is basically open to everyone in the United States. So what may have been an instant job in the 1950s no longer is simply since you have a bachelor's degree. So leaving college with a bachelor's degree, not only do you need to be a well-rounded collegiate student, but you need to be a content expert. In your junior and senior years, you'll get more invested into your specific content area. But there are places such as Coursera and edX that allow you to go ahead and start taking courses to gain more information and insight into the career path that you would like to go. So these courses are completely free. You do not have to pay for any of these courses. And they are put on by some of the best colleges in the United States and abroad. And as you look down and you review it, you will see that they offer things in almost every course that you could possibly think. So this is a way for you to use these free sites to gain valuable information, but then also to have things to put on your resume. A big part of college is networking. And if you're going to tell A&M you'd like to go there and you want to be an engineer, then you need to be taking courses that show them your interest in being an engineer. Because colleges like A&M and UT may admit you, but they may not let you into the college you would like. Let's say you want to be an engineer, but they don't see anywhere on your resume that you've shown you'd like to be an engineer. They may admit you, but then they may let you into the College of Communication Disorders. So by using Coursera and edX, these are ways to pad your resume with different means of gaining, I would say, professional development in your area. This is also a way you can help yourself through courses. So let's say right now you have a hard time with college algebra. We type it in and you can look through all the different maths that are available. So maybe pre-cal, you're about to take it and you want to get some foundational information beforehand. You can click on any of these and take the course. So I want to go ahead and look at engineering. So for those of you that may want to be an engineer, well, there are many different types. And so I typed in mechanical earlier. So here are courses that they think would be beneficial to you. So Intro to Engineering Mechanics. So this may be a course you would want to take. So on your sheet, I want you to write down Intro to, what was that one? Engineering Mechanics. So I want you to tell me what you would like to take. Now these courses, some of them are self-paced, some of them give you timelines, there's syllabus here. I'm not expecting you to enroll in them. I'm expecting you to be aware of them, that hopefully you will enroll in them. Some of you do work full time and you don't have time to be part of a campus engineering club or do any extracurricular work in that area, but you could sit at home and do this material for free. So if you click on um, overlearn the material and use the internet, it will bring you to Coursera. And there's another one called edX. edX was actually, oops, that's edX.org. edX was actually developed by Harvard. So if we do edX.org, you will see again, it's free. Your bigger colleges, again, so some colleges are with Coursera, some are with edX. You click find the courses you may be interested in. And so let's see, I'm going to say this one, nursing, since we have a lot of you that would like to do nursing. And so we'll give you all the results of different courses you could take for nursing. So simulation is big right now. We have a big simulation lab here at San Jack College. So again, it gives you all the information. So what I would want you to do is to type down the name of the course for me in your form. This lets me know you looked and that you are now aware of this possible professional development opportunity for you. So you're going to fill 3 in for me. So that's overlearn the material and use the internet. Next is career statistics. And so I want to make you aware. There's nothing like the old saying, ignorance is bliss. Because if you decide to take out student loans, which I highly recommend you don't, I highly recommend you stay here for 2 years, pay things off. However, if you do, you need to make sure that you know how much you will make in your salary. And so if you come to this site I have linked for you, and you will type in let me see, this is not the right website. I may have clicked on the wrong career worksheet for you, so hold on 1 second. Rather than starting over the whole video, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the right one. Let me see where I placed it. Over here. Let's see. It's not there. All right, so I will make sure that you have this correct career worksheet. That was an old form that I used to use. I've since updated it. Okay. So in this one, yeah, this was my updated one. This one, if you click here, that's Coursera, and this one, if you click here, it's edX. So that gives you both links. So now we're going to do career statistics. So control click. So again, you are going to tell me what your career is going to be. And this time you'll only choose one. So let's say you're going to be that, these are all post-secondary. So I'm going to be a secondary teacher, but not special education, so like a secondary math teacher. So your paper is going to ask what the career is, so you do secondary math, and then I want to know what is the mean annual wage. So when I look right here, the mean annual wage is $61,000. So when you start out, you may be making about $38,000. In some lower paying states you will, versus towards the end of your career or in a more higher paying state, you may be making $92,000, right? So the mean annual wage of the 1 million plus secondary teachers out there is 61,420. So if you go to school and take out $60,000 worth of student loans, the reality is that's just your wages. And so you need to be very careful about how much amount of debt you are willing to accrue when it may be exactly what your salary is. And so that would be saying you're doing nothing with your money, no house, no car, no food, nothing, because you're paying it all off, which we know is not feasible. So I want to know your mean annual wage. And then I also want to know, let me close this one because that's the wrong one. What are the 5 states with the highest employment rate in this field? Because again, I don't want you to choose a state without knowing. You may have to move for your opportunity. Luckily for those teaching, Ohio, Maine, Missouri, Texas, and Connecticut. So we know that if you're a teacher in Texas, chances are you are not going to be going without a job. However, if we put something in like marketing, it's not going to be in the top 5. So my question then is Texas in the top 5? For this one, it is yes, so you don't have to answer this one. But for something like marketing, it would be no. So I want to know, would you be willing to move to California or New York City specifically, yes or no? Because I want to make sure that each and every one of you are aware of the job potential. So not only how much you will be making, but will you have a job when you are done? So I'm going to go back up here and show you that even in specific fields, the amount of compensation varies. So if we look in healthcare practitioners, if I were to look at someone who is, let's say, a psychiatrist, so you go to medical school, your mean annual wage is going to be about $200,000. So anywhere from $61,000 up to your top earners. So making about $200,000 a year there versus, let's look at a dietitian and nutritionist. You're looking at only about $59,000. So even when you tell me you're in the medical field, how much debt you take out really needs to be dictated by what type of job are you then going to have, right? If you want to go in and be a surgeon, your mean is $252,000, starting at $104,000. So yeah, maybe you can afford to go to doctoral school and take out $100,000 because you'll be able to easily pay that off. So I want you to definitely make sure you understand before accruing debt how much money you're actually going to make when you are done with it. Okay, so when you are done, when you are done, you are going to go back into week 5 folder. And under weekly assignments, you're going to submit the career worksheet right there to me. So please make sure that you get that done in a timely fashion because it's worth 45 points. It'll be due again Thursday at noon, just like everything else. So as I told you, you have no discussion prompt this week. That ended. We only had it for the first 4 weeks. So I'm going to pull up your PowerPoint lecture real quick. Please make sure that you view the PowerPoint lecture because it gives you all of the rest of the information that specifically all assignments are going to be due on noon by this week. It also gives you, I took this straight from your syllabus, your point average. So please remember, if you did not turn something in Blackboard, it may not be showing it in your average, but what you're all shooting for is 600 points. So if right now you're sitting at, 150 points because you didn't turn in things or you didn't do a test, chances are we're not going to make it up to that 600 points really quickly. I will have all of your assignments graded throughout this week, but they'll definitely all be in Friday because Thursday at noon is when everything is due for you. So for sure it'll all be graded by Friday morning. You need to email me by Friday morning if you have any issues because your grades will be finalized. You cannot email me 2 weeks from now and say, oh, I realize you didn't grade something. However, I do want to make sure you understand something. This is an online class. You had each week the opportunity to complete all of your assignments by Sunday, which was 7 days. The only thing you had to get done by Wednesday was your initial prompt discussion. So you had 3 days for that. So there will not be any extra credit or any late work being turned in because of the nature of it being an online course. Plus, you were able to take all of your exams online. However, if you had any technical issues, which I see a couple of you did Sunday night, I will release this week, starting tomorrow, your exam online, but this only for those that had technical issues. And then lastly, I will have one extra credit column placed in the grade book by Friday. You will all receive 10 points. The 10 points is in case I made any errors on the test. I have already gone through each and every one of these, so I don't think I made any errors, but just in case, you will all have 10 points added on top of anything else. So the reason I show you this as we end this is because I know you all want certain grades. However, it is whatever grades you earn that you will get. So please don't email me telling me you need to receive a certain grade. In this class, all of your grade needs to be earned, except for the 10 points extra credit that I'm giving you. And lastly, it has been a pleasure to serve you in this class this semester. Please reach out to me anytime you need any academic advising. I can help you out via email or come in during my conference period. Hope you have a great rest of your semester.